Welcome to Networker Stream. So today I would like to discuss about VLAN trunking, how to create VLANs and how to create trunk ports and how to create access ports. So right now we have this topology here, and we have two switches connected back to back. Both are both are connected to some PCs. So Ethernet 0/0 of switch 1 is connected to 0/1 of switch 2, and 0/2 is connected to one PC on fast Ethernet 0/0, and 0/1 is connected to another laptop which is Ethernet 0/0, and switch 2 Ethernet 0/0 is connected to one laptop, and 0/2 is connected to some router. So basically router and PC mostly works like same, works like same. So I'm using only L3 images as our laptop for testing purpose. So right now just we will see how to check the cam table on switch 1. So take the console of switch 1, which I need to click on switch 1 and you will get the console, and you have to get into enable, and you have to check show MAC address table. Dynamic is the command to check the cam table. Always use tab button to autofill dynamic. Hit enter. You see there are two MAC addresses learning from Ethernet 0/0 and 0/1, and the type is dynamic and VLAN is 1. Just go to the topology again. Now go to switch 2 console. Again hit enter. Enable. If you were okay, I will show you one thing, how to create a host name. First you have to get into global configuration mode, which is configure terminal, and host name, switch to, or name, whatever the name it may be. Hit enter. You see the switch is get changed to switch 2. So that is the command for host name. So just go to topology again. So if there is any interface connected to another switch, that interface is called as trunk. So in this scenario, Ethernet 0/0 of switch 1 and 0/1 of switch 2 are trunk ports here. So just configure trunk ports. Go to switch 1 first, conf-t hostname switch 1 to change the host name. So what is the interface? Go to diagram and check Ethernet 0/0. So go to CLI interface Ethernet 0/0. Always you have to do no shut. Switch port trunk encapsulation .1q. Always you use tab .1q and hit enter, and after that switch port mode trunk. Enter. So this is the configuration for the trunk. So go to switch 2 and implement the same commands. Interface Ethernet 0/1 no shut. Interface Ethernet 0/1 no shut. Switch port trunk encapsulation .1q switch port mode trunk. Enter. So end END, so that you will get into the enable mode, show trunk interfaces, write to save the configuration. WRITE is the command and shortcut is WR. So same thing on switch 1, WR, enter. Yeah, you saved the configuration. Now show interface trunk, show interfaces trunk to check the trunk interfaces, show interfaces trunk, tab, enter. So you see Ethernet 0/0 is a trunk port. So what are all the VLANs allowed on the trunk port? 124094 allowed, and as of now only one. Show Vlan brief, show VLAN brief. So you see only VLAN 1 is created, which is a default VLAN. So that is allowed in Act 2 in the management domain. So that's why you can see VLAN allowed and Act 2 in management domain is 1. It is showing in your earlier command. Okay, VLAN in spanning tree forwarding state and not pruned is only 1. Okay, so same thing, go to switch 2 and check show interfaces trunk. You will see same. So here also no VLANs are created, so that's why you see only VLAN 1 it will show on VLANs allowed and VLANs in spanning tree in this command. Okay, now how to create a VLAN? What are the commands to create a VLAN? So Ethernet 0/1 is what port here? Ethernet 0/1 is access port, Ethernet 0/2 is access port. Whether it is a firewall, router, PC, whatever it may be, that is a access port. Only if one switch is connected to another switch, then only the interfaces are called as trunk, and rest of the ports are access ports. So Ethernet 0/1 should be in VLAN 10, Ethernet 0/2 should be in VLAN 20. Now I would like to show you one more thing here. Go to switch 1 and check for the CAM table. Show MAC address table dynamic. Now before you would see only 2 MAC addresses. Now you could see 4 interfaces. 4 MAC addresses, sorry, enter. Still you see 2, is it? Okay, 0/0, 0/1. Okay, so go to switch once. No, not here. Go to diagram. 0/0 is trunk port and 0/1. Maybe 7206 all interfaces are admin down. Maybe that is the problem. We will make the interfaces up here. Go to 7206. No, enter. Do the same thing for rest of the devices. Go, yeah. The other one, no, enter. Again go to another device. It will take some time to boot up, so we have to configure everything. No, and go to 7206 VXR. No, no. Okay, now let it boot. Now, yeah, now hit enter. You will see in the, go to diagram once. So in the diagram, the first one we will make it as host 1, the second one, which is D, we will make it as host 2, and the third one we will make it as host 3, and the fourth one we will make it as host 4. So go to first one first. Don't go again. Why you are stopping? Okay, so let it boot. So again click on that, open SSH. So let's go to another device now. You have put in cancel. You have, yeah. So which one is it now? Just close all these putty sessions. Just changing the names as per our topology. So again stop the node, and edit the node, and this should be host 3. So we have changed all the host names and start all the nodes now again. Let it boot for some time. So what happens, you don't always start all nodes at one time. Why? Because your laptop memory will go high, CPU utilization also will go high. So take the console of all of them now. So go to the diagram once, and we will configure host 1 as 10.1.1.10, host 2 as 20.1.1.10, host 3 as 30. Again 10.1.1.20, and host 4 as 20.1.1.20. So go to host 1, save, and host 2 as 20. Host 2 20.1.1.10. Okay, now you have the IP addresses 10.1.1.10 for the host 1, host 2 is 20.1.1.10, host 3 is 10.1.1.20, and host 4 is 20.1.1.20. So host 1 and 3 should be in VLAN 10, and host 2 and host 4 should be in VLAN 20. So let's see how we configure. So let's assign IP address of the host. So go to host 1, and so this is enable conf t. So config t, host name host 1, host name host 1, enter, exit. So let's see what are all the interfaces we have. Show IP interface brief, IP interface brief, enter. We have only one, fast Ethernet 0/0, conf t interface fast Ethernet. Just copy fast Ethernet 0/0, paste it here, remove that FAS and paste it. No shut. By default the interfaces are in shut mode, so you have to no shut. And IP address. So now the interfaces came up. Now IP address 10.1.1.10 and 1.10 space subnet mask 255.255.255.0, which is /24. Hit enter. Exit, and write to save the configuration. Now show IP interface brief. So 10.1.1.10 is configured. So you want to see the configuration of fast Ethernet 0/0, then the command is show run interface fast Ethernet 0/0. Enter. So you can see the configuration, right? Now go to host 2, apply the same config. So we have prepared the configurations for host 2, host 3 and host 4. Copy the first config and paste it on host 2. Okay, enter. Exit right. Now do the same thing for host 3 and host 4. Copy the config and paste it in host 3. copy host 4 and paste it in host 4. So we have done the configurations. Check the interfaces status on all 4 hosts, whether the interfaces are admin up or down. Just do show IP interface brief on 4 hosts. Go to host 2. And you see these are all admin down, so interface Ethernet 0/0 no shit. Do conf t. And go to host 3. Brief. So it is also admin down, so make it no shut.
FA చాలు కదా, FA చాలు కదా, FA 0/.
Then go to host 4. Admin on conf t. Once you know shit, this interface also will show up. To see the MAC address on the switch, the command is show on a host, on a router, the command is show interface fast Ethernet 0/0. Top third line after address, that is your MAC address. The command to not get logs on the console is no logging console in global config mode. Okay, let's go to the diagram again, and let's go to diagram, and we have switch 1, and the configuration should be Ethernet 0/2 should be in VLAN 10, and VLAN Ethernet 0/1 should be in VLAN 20. On switch 2, Ethernet 0/0 should be in VLAN 10 and 0/2 should be in VLAN 20. So first, what we need to create here, what are the steps we need to follow? In the switch 1, you have to create VLAN 10 and 20, and also on the switch 2, you have to create VLAN 10 and 20. And just I don't want to use open trunk here. I would like to allow I would like to allow VLAN 10 and 20 in this trunk interface. Okay, so now go to switch 1 switch 1 and hit enter, and you are in. Yeah, now no, first we will see what are the VLANs configured on this switch 1. Exit and show Vlan brief. Show VLAN brief. Okay, so before we do that, so VLAN 1 is a default VLAN which go to diagram, which all the interfaces on the switch will be in the VLAN 1. So by default 10.1.10 should communicate to 10.1.1.20, and 20.1.1.10 should communicate to 20.1.1.20. So let's see. So go to host 1 and try to ping 10.1.1.20 and try to ping the IP, enable and ping 10.1.1.20, enter. So yeah, now again up arrow and hit enter. So it is pinging. That means host 1 to host 3 configuration is there, but you try to ping. Okay, so now go to host 2 and try to ping 20.1.1.20. Enter. By default all the VLANs are in all these hosts are in VLAN 1, so that's why everything is communicating. Now I have to put VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. All these interfaces should be in VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. So let's go to switch 1 and to configure VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Conft VLAN 10 and enter, name IT, hit enter, exit. VLAN 20, VLAN 20, name HR, you can give any name, and exit and write. Instead of 2 you can give exit and write, so that you can save the configuration. You can save the configuration only in enable mode, not in global config mode. Okay, now go to so VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 we have created on switch 1. So go to switch 1 again and run the command show VLAN brief. So VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 are created, but no interfaces are part of VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. So let's go to diagram and see what is the interface going towards host 1, Ethernet 0/2. So go to switch 1, global config mode, interface Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode access. So the interface connected to PC is access port, so you have to put this interface in access mode. Enter, switch port access VLAN 10, switch port mode access, enter, switch port access VLAN 10. Same way VLAN 10, VLAN space 10. So same way exit. So what is another interface which is going to host 2? Interface Ethernet 0/1. Sorry, interface Ethernet 0/1 you have already created in VLAN 10. Actually 0/2 in VLAN 10, 0/1 is in VLAN 20. Okay, now again go to Ethernet 0/2, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. Now interface Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode access. You have already given this command, but no problem, you can give again. Switch port access VLAN 20. Switch port access VLAN 20. Now need to configure trunk. So Ethernet 0/0 is trunk. So go to switch 1 again. Interface Ethernet 0/0. Switch port trunk allowed VLAN 10. Enter. Okay, now exit, show run interface Ethernet 0/0. Show run interface. Enter. So you see only VLAN 10 is allowed here. Now go to host 1 and try to ping 10 up arrow and hit enter. Try whether you can able to ping host 3 or not. You cannot able to ping. Why? Because go to diagram. Why? Because you put host 1 interface, switch interface in VLAN 10 and switch 2 interface still in VLAN 1 only. So what you need to do here, you have to configure VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 in switch 2. So go to switch 2, enable conf t, VLAN 10 IT, VLAN 20 HR. Name IT, VLAN 20, name HR, and show Vlan Brief. So again you have created 10 and 20. Now you can put 0/0 in VLAN 10, 0/2 in VLAN 20. So conf t interface Ethernet 0/0, Ethernet 0/0, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. Now actually you have to put one more command, right? Switch port mode access. Switch port mode access also is there. Yeah, enter. So done. Now you have to configure trunk interface. What is the trunk interface of switch 2? 0/1 Ethernet. So go to switch 2, interface Ethernet 0/1, switch port. So you have to allow this in the interface, then end. Now go to host 1, try to ping it now. Now it's pinging, but you go to host 2. Now try to ping this, up arrow and hit enter. Still it is not pinging. Why? Because you have in the diagram you have already kept the interface of host 2 in switch 1 in VLAN 20, but in the trunk interface it is not allowed. You have to allow it in the trunk interface, and then the connectivity should work. So first you have to allow it in the switch 1. or switch 2, whatever it may be. So conf t interface Ethernet 0/1 switch port trunk allowed VLAN 20. Do the same thing, copy this command, do the same thing on just only switch port. Copy this VLAN, copy this command here in switch 2, go to switch 1 conf t interface Ethernet 0/0, paste the command here and hit enter, and now go to host 1 and host 2 and try to check the connectivity. Oh, do you know why? Why? Because go to switch 1, show run interface Ethernet 0/0, show run interface Ethernet 0/0. Right, 0/0. So you see, if you don't put add command there, in the above you didn't put add command, but you have added VLAN 20. So before VLAN 10 was added and that was removed, and VLAN 20 is present and 10 was removed. So what you need to do is you have to give add command. Okay, the same thing you can see it on the switch 2 as well. Show run interface Ethernet 0/1 on switch 2. Show run interface Ethernet 0/1, enter. You see VLAN 10 is there. So what you need to do is conf t. Okay, before this go to host 2, and hit up arrow and enter. This communication will work. Why? Because in the trunk interface this VLAN 20 is already there. Go to now switch 2 now first, because that is already there. Interface, copy interface Ethernet 0/1 from above. Yeah, paste it. Yeah, just copy the command from VLAN to there, paste, remove that switch port first. Yeah, add is the keyword, you have to enter 10, enter, and show run interface Ethernet 0/1. So once you put show run interface, you see VLAN 10 and 20 are added. Go to switch 1, conf t, it's already there at the top. Show run interface Ethernet 0/0 is already there. VLAN 20 is only allowed. So interface Ethernet 0/0, switch port trunk allowed VLAN add. So you have to put the command add and 10, and now show run interface Ethernet 0/0. So 10 and 20 are present. Now go to host 1 and ping. Up arrow, enter. It pings. Up arrow, hit enter. It works. Yeah, it's pinging. And go to host 2. Go to host 2. Enter. Yeah, this is also working. So this is the concept of VLAN and trunking. Thanks for watching. Thank you.